Once again, good morning to one and all. Now, the continuation in the first unit, that is reduction techniques. It is very important to you for your in-semester examinations as well as gate examinations. That is Boolean algebra. Why it is? Whenever you want to design any digital circuits, you should know the reduction techniques. The purpose of this particular topic is how to reduce the number of wire connections, the number of devices required, the power requirement, and etc. So it is very important thing. Please listen carefully, very simple at the same time. So the topic which we are going to discussing now is Boolean algebra. George Boole has invented or introduced a systematic treatment of a logical operations. It's called Boolean algebra. That means whenever we want to do any algebraic applications in a digital systems or digital techniques, in the year 1854, George Boole is introduced a systematic treatment of logic functions. Is called Boolean algebra. Say, for example, what is the systematic logic? It means that 1 plus 1 equal to what? 1 plus 1 equal to what? We were discussed in the earlier sessions. 1 plus 1 is equal to, that is in a binary, or if suppose if it is in decimal means 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. If suppose a binary means 1 plus 1, as already I explained to you, the sum is equal to 0. Sum is equal to 0. Carry is 1. Carry is 1. That carry comes to here. So whenever we add two binary bits, the results is like this. That is 1 0. But here it is systematically developed by George Boole. 0 plus 0 is what? 1 plus 1 equal to what? 1 plus 0 is what? 0 plus 1 equal to what? How? That is by using two operations or two operators. By using two operations or two operators. What are that two operations? One is AND operation, another one is OR operation. That is logical operations or logical operators. One is AND operation and another one is OR operation. So AND is dot operator. One is a dot operator, another one is sum or plus operator. So two operators are there in Boolean expressions or Boolean treatment of logical functions or expressions. One is AND operation, that is logical multiplication. That is logical multiplication. Please listen. AND operation is a logical multiplication, and then logical addition, that is OR operation. That is OR operation. So what are the operators? Two operators. One is dot operators, that is multiplication. Another one is summation, that is plus operator. Totally two operators are there. So these are all the fundamentals of postulates or rules in a Boolean expression. Please listen carefully because it is very fundamental, and at the same time it is very important to you for solve or to reduce the expressions in digital systems. Okay. So as already mentioned in the earlier slide, there are two operators are there. One is a dot operator, another one is a plus operator. Based upon that, whenever we do any calculations or any reductions, the results of such an operation, which operation? Either logical multiplication or logical addition. Either logical multiplication or logical addition. Whatever may be the operator, whatever may be the operator. So its results is Even if it is in logical multiplication or logical addition, logical multiplication operation or logical addition, the results is either 0 or 1. That's all. So according to this, if I am doing the addition process, a plus 0 is equal to a. Similarly, 0 plus a equal to a. This is one of the important postulate. Important postulate or rules, or rules. Postulates may be rules. In your end semester examination, there may be a question is called write, as write and prove the Boolean of postulates. So these are all the postulates. Very first postulate is a plus 0 and 0 plus a, both are gives the results of a. Similarly, multiplication, it is a addition operator, then multiplication or dot operator, a dot 1 equal to a. Similarly, 1 dot a equal to a. And then with respect to dot product and plus operator, dot operator and plus operator, the commutative postulate, that is what, a plus b equal to b plus a, is similar thing in dot operator is a dot b equal to b dot a. These are all the fundamental postulate. We can prove this by using truth tables in the forthcoming slides. Another one postulate with respect to the plus operator, that is distributive postulate. Distributive postulate with respect to plus operator is b plus c into a equal to a dot b plus a dot c. Similarly, with respect to the dot operator, the same distributive postulate is a plus b dot c equal to a plus b dot a plus c. You might have studied in your basic mathematical subjects the same thing, distributive law, commutative laws, with the help of Venn diagrams. So similarly, in digital system also, it can be proved by using either truth table or Venn diagram, So both the method is adapted to justify this particular postulates or prove the postulates. Then another one postulate, which is fundamental at the same time very important, because the majority of the reduction techniques we are using this one, that is called complement. You know what is meant by complement? Complement is opposite. Complement means opposite. That is inversion. Complement means inversion. What is meant by that? One means zero. Zero means one. That's all. So 1 complement is 0, 0's complement is 1. That's all. So here, based upon that complement, what are the postulate? A plus A plus A bar equal to 1, where A may be 0 or 1, whatever it is. A may be 0 or 1. According to this postulate, the postulate is A plus A bar. The bar may be like this or like this. Both are same, equal to 1. So if suppose I assumed A equal to 0, by applying this into this rule, A is 0 means its complement is 1. 0 plus 1 equal to 1. 0 plus 1 equal to 1. And then if suppose A equal to 1, similar way, A plus A bar, by applying that value into this postulate, A equal to 1, its complement equal to 0. So 1 plus 0 equal to 1. 1 plus 0 equal to 1. This is the justification or proof. Maybe in your in semester examination, the question may be from 2 mark category. 2 marks category. So it's very simple. Then another one in the similar way, it is a plus operator. It is a plus operator based equation or a rule or postulate. Another one is dot operator or logical multiplication. A dot a bar, a dot a bar, a dot a bar equal to 0. Similarly, 0 means its complement equal to 1, 0 dot 1 equal to 0. Similarly, a equal to 1 means 1 and its complement is 0, therefore 0. That's all. So it is very basic as well as very important thing. Its continuation of this is that is in this complement based postulate, one more thing is also possible, that is called a complement over the complement is a. Okay, very simple. So it is one important 2 mark question, one important 2 mark question in our end semester examination, or by using this particular rule or postulate in GATE or any competitive examination, there is some reduction techniques in digital system. So let us assume 0 bar bar. So already you know zero's complement is 1. Zero's complement is 1. So here zero's complement is 1. Its complement again equal to 0. Or if suppose I assume a equal to 1, 1 bar bar equal to 1. How? 1 bar equal to 0, 0 again complemented, so 1. So only 1 bar bar equal to 1. So only 1 bar bar equal to 1. That's all. It is a complement based postulate. So based upon this postulate, there are some losses are there. Loss. It may be a 8 mark question in your end semester examination. The first one is commutative law and associative law, distributive law based upon both operator, plus operator and dot operator. Then idempotent law, identity law is another one group. Then null property, negative property, double negation property, then absorption property. We will see one by one in the forthcoming slides. So the first one is commutative law. First one is commutative law. So A and B is the same as B and A. That is the commutative law. That means A dot B, A dot B equal to B dot A. Very simple. If suppose we assume A equal to 1, B is also 1. A1 dot 1 equal to 1 dot 1. So LHS is equal to RHS. LHS equal to RHS. Hence this commutative law proved. So based upon this, the same thing, whatever the thing I explained here, same thing only in this truth table. This is called truth table. My input may be A equal to 0, B equal to 0, A dot B or A multiplied by B equal to 0. 0, 1 means 0, 1, 0 means 1, 1, 1 means 1. That means here, that means here. This part is here. What is this? What is this? Same thing, same thing. So accordingly, I want to clear this and then yes, the same property by using a plus operator. By using a plus operator, so A plus B equal to B plus A. My A here initially is 0. I assumed 0. B also 0. So A plus B equal to 0. Same thing, B is also 0. Okay. So this is the commutative law. This is the commutative law. Then associative property or associative law. It is also important 2 mark question maybe in your end semester examination. What is the commutative law? A plus B plus C. A plus B plus C. That means first you have to do this operation, and then results of this is again logically added to this. So A plus B plus C equal to A plus B plus C. So that means ORing of several variables. ORing of means that is here. ORing of several variables. ORing of several variables. The results is same regardless of grouping of variables. So I assumed A, B, C, 3 variables, and its value may be A equal to 0 or 1 maybe. So accordingly, totally 8 combinations starting from 0, 0, 0 to 1, 1, 1. So A plus B plus C equal to what? So 0 plus 0 again, which is added to 0, 0. 0 plus 1, 1, 1 plus 0 equal to 0. Say for example, if suppose I'm taking this as an example for the explanation, for justification of this particular law, for justification of the particular law. So according to this, initially the loss is what? A plus B plus C equal to A plus B. The results of this OR operation again logically added with the third variable. So according to this, A equal to 1. So A equal to 1. So this is the example. This is the example variable. B equal to 0 here, and then C equal to 1. Substitute these values. So 1 plus 0 plus 1 equal to A is 1 plus 0 plus C is again 1. So 0 plus 1 here, 1. So 1 plus 1 equal to again 1 plus 1, results is 1 plus 1. So 1 plus 1 equal to 1, 1 plus 1 equal to 1. Hence this associative property is proved. Hence this associative property is proved. Similarly, any combination of input variables A, B, C, you can take and then justify. You can take and then justify. Then by using dot product, same associative property is explained here. By using the same variables, here I am taking the example is another one example. That means here the last thing. All variables are 1. A equal to B equal to C equal to 1. Or you can take any variables, either this one also you can take. So what is the law? Associative law here by using dot product A dot B dot C equal to A dot B dot C. So accordingly, A equal to 1, 1 dot 1 equal to again 1 dot 1 dot 1. So this results 1, again logically multiplied with 1. So the results of this is again 1 logically multiplied. So the results of this is 1 equal to 1 again. So the associative property by using a logical multiplication or dot operator is this. Similarly, you can choose any variable and justify this particular law. Now I am moving to the another one law, that is distributive law. That is distributive law by using or operator first, and then similar thing is and by using dot operator. So the distributive law. So it says that what? It says that what? Oring of several variables, that is here, please listen. Oring of several variables and ending, the results of this oring is ending here. Okay, so oring of several variables is ending is equivalent to ending the variables and oring the products. Ending the variables, that means here ending the variables and oring the products and oring the products. That's all. So similar to the previous case, here also you can consider any example. And suppose if you take this as the example, by applying this into this law, my a equal to 0, b equal to 1, c equal to 1, then a dot b plus c equal to what? A dot b plus c equal to what? According to this, a dot b plus c equal to ab plus ac. So the sample variables are a equal to what? 0, b equal to 1, and c is also 1. C is also 1. So based upon this, by applying this into this, a is 0 into 1 plus 1 equal to 0. Here dot product again, dot 1 plus 0 dot 1. So 1 plus 1 results what? 1, which is again multiplied with 0. So 1 dot 0 equal to 0 plus 0. 0 plus 0 equal to 0. 0 into 1 equal to 1. Hence, this distributive law is justified. The same distributive law by using or logical multiplication property also you can justify. That means this is LHS, this is the RHS. Then another one important property which we are going to discuss is maybe a 2 mark question in our examination, that is called idempotent property. Idempotent property, that is redundancy. That is in redundancy, normally in some author, that is called idempotency. Idempotent, that means a dot a equal to what? A dot a equal to what? A plus a equal to what? Based upon the operator. This is based upon the dot operator. This is based upon the plus operator. Okay, it is based upon the dot product, sorry, operator. It is based upon the plus operator. A dot a equal to a, this already I explained in the earlier slides. A plus a equal to a. If you assume the a value equal to 0, means 0 dot 0 equal to 0, or if you assume a equal to 1, means 1 plus, sorry, 1 dot 1 equal to 1. Similarly here also, the same method. Another one, that is called Identity property. Identity property. It is also important in exam point of view and also the competitive examination. One with any variable or a dot one, a plus one, whatever it is. So a dot one equal to a. Very important thing. A dot one equal to a. So in dot operation or in dot operators, anything is multiplied with 1, the result is equal to anything. Very basic. Then anything is added with 1, the result equal to 1 in the plus operator. So based upon this, it is very important thing. It is very important thing. You can apply this postulates or this properties while doing any reduction. We will see some example in future slides. So if suppose a equal to 0 means 0 dot 0 equal to 0. So what I assumed, that is the variable a, that is the result. That is identity property. Similarly, if I assume a equal to 1 means the same value only the result. When if it is the dot operator. Similarly, if it is in plus operator, 0 plus 1 equal to 1, 1 plus 1 equal to 1. It means that whatever may be the variable I assumed in a for plus operators, the result is equal to what? 1. That means the result is that is purely depends on this one. Anything is added logically added with 1, the result is equal to 1. This is very very important property, that is called identity property. Then null property. Very simple. Null means nothing. So if I'm going to do any logical multiplication or logical addition by using zeros, by using zero, that means null value. This is the null property. So if suppose I multiply the null value with any variable, the result is equal to null value with any variable is logically ordered, the result is equal to what? The variable result. That's just opposite to the previous one. So here a dot 0 equal to 0, a dot 0 equal to 0, that means in dot operation. Here a plus 0 equal to a, this is logical addition, that is dot operator. So I assume my a equal to initially 0 and then a equal to 1, whatever may be the variable, the result is equal to 0 in this null property. In this null property, the result is equal to 0. Why? Because it is a dot operation. So anything into 0 equal to 0. Then if it is plus operator means if a equal to 0, the result is a, that is the 0 only the result. If suppose I assumed a equal to 1, the result equal to 1. So it reflects here. But in the previous case, dot operator variable is reflected. In this property, plus operators, whatever the variable we assume, that result reflects in the results. That is this is the result. That is this is the results. So whatever the assumption in a or the variable you assumed, same thing is reflected in the results. That's all the null property. And then negative property for both the cases. Negative means opposite to the previous one. So negative, if suppose 1 means it's negative equal to 0, 0 means it's negative equal to 1. Same thing already we have discussed in earlier slide, is called complement. complement. That particular property is called complement property. So this is called complement property. So if I assume any variable and its complement is multiplied, the result equal to 0. That is a dot a bar equal to 0. Its justification is here. Similarly, logical addition, a plus a bar is equal to 1. So in some books or in sometimes the same thing is like this, a plus a bar like this. So it is also correct, this is also correct, equal to 1. So a dot a bar equal to 0, a plus a bar equal to 1. This is also the important property. Then double negative or double negation property. Double negative or double negation property. This already I explained to you. This is otherwise called law of law of innovation. Law of innovation. Sometimes maybe in 2 mark question, write and prove the law of innovation. Write and prove the law of innovation. It is nothing but double negative. That is not, that is called negation. Double negation means that a bar equal to a. A bar equal to a. Same thing only mentioned here. Same thing only mentioned here. So or x bar equal to x. Variable may be anything. Variable may be anything. This is called double negation or law of innovation. Okay. Then absorption property. So the very first thing is a plus ab equal to 1. Very important thing whenever we do any logical reduction. Very important. So you please keep it in your mind, since we are going to reduce the very lengthy expression by adopting the above properties along with this. Then a into a plus b equal to a plus a bar b equal to a plus b. So these are all the important properties. So you can justify very simple manner. You can justify the same thing either in truth table or any way. So suppose prove that a plus a b equal to a plus a b equal to a. If it is truth table means very simple, a variable, b variable. So a b, then a plus a b a. So these are all the items in the table. A B A B A. So if assume a equal to 0, b equal to 0, a equal to 0, b equal to 1, a equal to 1, b equal to 0, a equal to 1, b is 1. So the same thing here, 0, 0, 1, 1. Since it is a dot b, 0 dot 0 equal to 0, 0 dot 1 equal to 0, 1 dot 0 equal to 0, and then 1 dot 1 equal to 1. So a plus ab. So 0 plus 0 equal to 0, 0 plus 0 equal to 0, 1 plus 0 equal to 1, 1 plus 1 equal to 1. So in Boolean expressions, 1 plus 1 equal to this. And then a, you write as it is. So this particular law is justified here. So a plus ab equal to a plus ab equal to a. This is the RHS. This is the RHS. This is the LHS expression proved by using truth table. Same thing can be proved by using in another manner. That is a plus ab equal to a. So it's a proof is what? This is a problem given. So it's a proof. How can we prove this? So take this LHS as it is. A plus AB. A plus AB. In this, we can take A outside. So 1 plus B. Then 1 plus anything. 1 plus anything equal to 1. Here only I am applying the postulate. Here only I am applying the postulate. According to that postulate, 1 plus anything is equal to 1. So A. Hence it is proved. Hence it is proved. Similarly, you can prove this is this expression also. Similarly, you can prove this expression also, either by using a truth table method or by applying the postulates or properties or rules, Boolean rules you can adapted, and then you can justify the properties. So like this only in your examination there may be a problem. So in this case also I can write, that means this problem A dot A plus B, maybe a 2-mark question in our examination, equal to A. How can we prove this? So A dot A plus A B equal to A. So it is redundancy. It is redundancy. A dot A equal to A plus AB equal to A. So which is reflects this property. So according to this property, we can say this A plus AB equal to A here. Hence LHS is equal to RHS. Or again you can do this in another 2 steps. Directly you can write the answer like this, or again you take A outside, 1 plus B equal to A. So according to that postulate, 1 plus anything is equal to 1. So A dot 1 equal to A. So A equal to A. Hence LHS equal to RHS. So this is the method of justifying the postulates or a properties in a Boolean expressions. So whatever the properties so far we are discussed, this is very important because these are all the things we are going to implement to reduce the expressions in digital system. So another one is duality theorem. It is also very important thing. So what is the important thing? That means changing each or sign, that means a logical addition to an multiplication, and vice versa. That means 0 into 1, 1 into 0 also. So these are all the duality theorems. So you should keep it in your mind for reducing the expression while you are going to designing any digital circuit. What are the digital circuits? The circuits may be a combinational circuit or a combinational circuit design, or sequential circuit. This is also synchronous sequential circuit, or a asynchronous sequential circuit. So designing any digital circuits, it is very important, this Boolean expressions. So either combinational circuits or a sequential circuits, whatever it is, sequential circuits. The best example for this, if it is a combinational circuit, means either adder or a subtractor or any other circuits, so that means code converters, etc. Sequential circuits, some operations may be sequentially occurs in any industrial applications that can be designed digitally For such cases also we can adopt this duality theorems. Say for example counters. Counters are the best example for the sequential circuits or a registers or a registers. In particularly this is called shift registers. This is called shift registers. This is called shift registers in digital. So these are all the example. While designing any circuits in a digital, this Boolean expression reduction along with other reduction technique called K-map technique or tabulation technique, Kuhn-McCluskey methods also that that is depending upon the number of variables available in the digital circuits. That means the number of inputs, how many number of variables are taken. If suppose two variables A and B means it's very simple. Three variables means A, B, C is a little bit complicated than the two variable method. If suppose four variables means A, B, C, D, five variable means A, B, C, D, E and its complements. So sometimes it cannot be solved or reduced by using the simplification technique of Boolean expression or Boolean postulate or Boolean property. So we should switch over to another techniques called K-map technique or tabulation technique. Such a things as we will see in later sessions. But anyhow, duality theorem says what? X plus 0 or A plus 0 equal to A. This side is based upon the logical addition called plus operator. This side duality theorems are based upon the dot operators, that is logical multiplication. So everything already we were discussed in the earlier slide, nothing new. So both are very important. That means logical addition based, logical multiplication based duality theorems or postulates. So x plus 0 equal to x, x plus x bar equal to 1, x plus x is equal to x, x plus 1 is equal to 1, x plus y equal to y plus x plus y plus z is equal to x plus y plus z, x plus xy equal to x. So everything already we were discussed in the earlier slides. Similarly, in multiplication side also, because by using these properties or postulates only we are going to reduce the expressions while doing any digital system designs. And another one important theorem in your exam point of view, that means in semester examination, at the same time in competitive examinations, the application of this De Morgan's laws also there. This is the De Morgan's theorem. Totally two losses or two theorems are there. Totally two theorems or two losses are there in De Morgan's law. So what is that? The first law in some books, this is like this. A bar dot B bar equal to A bar plus B bar. Another one, A plus B, the whole bar equal to A bar dot B bar. See, listen, very important thing. This is the first law of De Morgan's law. A bar dot B bar equal to A bar plus B bar. Okay. Second law, A plus B bar equal to whole bar equal to A bar dot B bar. That means here what happened? Break the line, change the operator. Break the line, change the operator. Line in the sense complement. So here I'm break the line. This A plus B whole bar, break the line, divided into two, and then change this operator. Plus operator means here minus. So according to this, one more law is also there. A dot B whole bar equal to a bar plus b bar. This is also a another one De Morgan's law. So break the line, change the operator. So I break the line and then change my operator. You know what all the operators are there in Boolean expression? Only two operators, that is dot into plus or plus into dot operator. That's all. So break the line. Here I break the line. So a plus b whole bar equal to a bar dot b bar. Here a dot b whole bar is equal to a bar plus b bar. That's all. So this is the De Morgan's theorem. This is the De Morgan's theorem. So I think almost everything is covered in the Boolean expression. Some examples we will discuss in forthcoming sessions. Forthcoming session.